For over a century, the global automotive industry has quietly tolerated a fundamental engineering flaw, an absurd physical bottleneck hidden in plain sight beneath the bonnet of almost every internal combustion engine vehicle ever produced. When you forensically analyze the architecture of a traditional European, Japanese, or American powertrain, you are presented with a masterpiece of modern metallurgy. We have ultra-high tensile steel crankshafts, precision-machined aluminum engine blocks, and meticulously forged connecting rods designed to withstand thousands of violent internal detonations per minute. Yet, this entire fortress of dense, heavy metal is entirely dependent on, and ironically crippled by you, a primitive, degradable, and highly inefficient component, a simple strip of vulcanized rubber, the Serpentine belt, or the front-end accessory drive as it is technically defined in mechanical engineering, has always been the ultimate Achilles heel of internal thermodynamic efficiency. This analog rubber belt forces the main engine crankshaft to physically rotate a heavy, interconnected network of mechanical pulleys. It is tasked with driving the alternator, the mechanical fluid water pump, the heavy air conditioning compressor, and traditionally, the hydraulic power steering pump. The forensic issue here is not merely the inevitable degradation, cracking, or catastrophic snapping of the rubber due to extreme engine bay temperatures. It is the sheer, relentless parasitic drag it inflicts upon the engine's power output. We are talking about a continuous, uncompromising mechanical theft of kinetic energy. Every single millimeter of rotation from that rubber belt robs the engine of valuable torque. The physical act of bending a thick rubber belt around multiple metal pulleys at 3,000 revolutions per minute generates immense heat. And in physics, heat generation from friction is pure, wasted kinetic energy. You are consuming expensive fossil fuel purely to drag these ancillaries along, even when the vehicle is idling hopelessly at a red light. The legacy industry accepted this perpetual loss of mechanical energy as an unavoidable reality of engine design, treating it as a necessary evil. But modern, disruptive Chinese engineering has forensically proven that this physical architecture is now completely obsolete. The era of vulcanized rubber commanding forged metal is officially dead. What the fifth generation of the DME technology has done to the Xiaoyun 1.5-liter dedicated hybrid engine, the powerhouse introduced simultaneously in the highly debated BYD Qin L and its Ocean series sibling, the Seal 06, is not a mere software recalibration or a marginal mechanical tweak. It is a profound, surgical amputation at the very core of the engine's physical block. When forensic engineers strip away the acoustic plastics and analyze the internal architecture of this specific powertrain, the most shocking revelation is what is completely missing. The entire front face of the combustion engine is bare. It is stark, brutal, and minimalist. There are no tensioners. There are no exposed mechanical pulleys. And, crucially, there is absolutely no rubber serpentine belt. Chinese engineering has mercilessly eradicated 100% of the mechanical parasitic drag from the front of the block. But how do the essential systems survive? By shifting entirely to a high-voltage digital architecture. The mechanical air conditioning compressor, which previously anchored the crankshaft and severely sapped horsepower whenever the cabin required cooling, has been entirely replaced by an independent, high-voltage E-compressor driven directly by the main battery pack, the mechanical water pump, a severely flawed component that continuously robbed rotational energy based on engine RPM rather than actual thermal demand, causing engines to overcool in winter and overheat in traffic, has been ousted. It is replaced by an intelligent electric flow pump that operates solely on precise thermal demand, even when the engine is completely shut off. By extirpating the vulcanized rubber and the dead weight of the pulley system, the internal combustion engine has been liberated from its century-old burden. It has been transformed into a naked engine, operating in an incredibly clean, low-friction internal environment. The technical yield of this brutal physical subtraction is an immediate physics-breaking leap to a 46.06% thermal efficiency. This is a staggering metric that completely shatters the structural ceiling that Western engineering had long considered the absolute maximum theoretical limit for mass-produced passenger vehicles. With the total extermination of the rubber belt, the transition of torque and the generation of kinetic energy have abandoned their reliance on primitive friction and evolved into a rigid, uncompromising system of metal, coordinating metal. The anatomy of the hybrid system in both the Qin L and the Seal 06 completely abandons the traditional, mechanically lossy gearbox. It does not use a standard continuously variable transmission, plagued by expanding cones, slipping steel push belts, and whining parasitic losses. Instead, it utilizes a highly complex E-CVT architecture, composed of dedicated planetary gear sets, dual high-speed electric motor generators, and a direct drive physical clutch mechanism. In urban traffic, stop-and-go scenarios, and at lower speeds, the internal combustion engine is completely and physically decoupled from the driving wheels. It acts strictly as a stationary electrical generator of surgical precision. Stripped of the frontal mechanical drag of the old pulley system, the engine wakes up only to operate within its absolute perfect stoichiometric ratio and its optimal RPM band. It converts thermal energy directly into electricity to feed the traction motors or seamlessly recharge the lithium iron phosphate blade battery. However, the true mechanical masterpiece occurs when the vehicle reaches motorway cruising speeds. At this exact point of kinetic requirement, where electric motors naturally lose efficiency, a heavy-duty mechanical clutch engages in a fraction of a millisecond. Before the clutch drops, the electric generator perfectly synchronizes the engine's RPM with the wheel speed. There are no fluid-filled torque converters slipping, and no rubber bands dissipating force. It is ultra-high-strength steel gears locking directly with other steel gears in perfect harmony. The combustion engine delivers its pure, unadulterated rotational force straight to the wheel axles in a visceral, unidirect mechanical coupling, coordinated entirely by high-voltage digital pulses. The rubber middleman has been eliminated. It is now a pure, unfiltered dialogue between precision-milled metals. When the staggering claim of a 2,100-kilometer combined range from a single tank of fuel and a fully charged battery was officially presented for these sibling vehicles, the traditional automotive market reacted with deep cynicism, accusations of manipulated testing, and sheer disbelief. However, the forensic mathematics and advanced thermodynamics behind this extreme long-range capability are not based on laboratory magic or marketing manipulation. They are grounded strictly in the ruthless elimination of physical waste. In a vehicle plagued by obsolete legacy architecture, a full tank of petrol loses a colossal fraction of its potential energy. It is lost to heat dissipation through the block, exhaust inefficiency, and the relentless, parasitic drag of ancillary components spinning pointlessly. In the fifth-generation DMI system, the high-voltage electrical network assumes the entirety of the servile workload. The electric cooling pump, the high-voltage climate control compressor, and the digital power steering rack draw their energy directly from the battery pack, and only in the exact milliseconds they are actively required. This critical mechanical isolation means that when the thermal engine finally ignites its fuel, nearly half of that explosive energy, exactly 46.06%, is captured and directed exclusively into pure forward propulsion or clean kilowatt generation. By permanently removing the parasitic load, the engine never struggles, it never bogs down, and it never idles to keep the air conditioning running. This creates a remarkably flat and stable fuel consumption graph, plummeting the required petrol intake to a staggering 2.9 liters per 100 kilometers in real-world driving conditions. The physical structure of the car has simply stopped fighting against its own internal mechanical friction, allowing the chassis to focus entirely on uninterrupted, hyper-efficient kinetic movement. The definitive death of the serpentine belt must not be viewed merely as an incremental design refinement or a passing trend. It is the definitive, irreversible death certificate for conventional internal combustion architectures. Western and legacy automakers who stubbornly continue to design their engines tethered to the mechanical drag of pulley systems are, at this very moment, deploying vehicles onto the roads that are technologically obsolete straight off the assembly line. Look closely at the European attempts to modernize, specifically the 48-volt mild hybrid systems heavily utilized by premium German manufacturers. Their flagship solution is the belt-driven starter generator. Instead of removing the rubber belt, they actually reinforced it, relying on a massive, highly stressed serpentine belt to restart the engine and recover kinetic energy. It is a desperate technological band-aid applied to an inherently flawed, century-old architecture. By introducing the naked engines of the Qin L and the Seal 06, BYD has established an entirely new baseline for structural efficiency in the global automotive market. High-end forensic engineering is no longer focused on the irresponsible addition of complex, heavy 10-speed gearboxes or merely dialing up the boost pressure on massive turbochargers to mask fundamental mechanical flaws and poor efficiency. The future of automotive mechanics is dictated by the surgical subtraction of moving parts, wearable parts. It is about actively removing the rubber from the equation and leaving nothing but the exact zero-slip coupling of steel gears, guided by highly advanced digital electrical networks. For a serious audience that truly understands mechanical durability, brute thermodynamic efficiency, and authentic technical performance, there is simply no longer any tolerance for primitive components stealing horsepower from within the engine bay. The mechanical revolution we are witnessing is cold, direct, and relies entirely on the uncompromising integrity of metal.